Welcome to Grandpa's Gentle Sleep Stories. If tonight your mind feels a little too busy, a little too awake, you're in the right place. You don't need to quiet your thoughts. You don't need to sort them out. These stories are here to sit beside you while your thinking slowly runs out of steam, so get comfortable. You sit quietly in the warm glow of the lamp, the room calm and still around you. Soft light spreads gently across the table, touching the quiet corners of the room. Nothing here feels hurried tonight. Evening has already begun settling across the town. Outside the window, the sky has grown. Darker streetlights glow softly along the road, their pale circles of light resting on the pavement. Town moves slowly at this hour. Doors of closet dishes have been washed. Shed small routines of the day have finished. Shed lamp beside you glows steadily, a warm, quiet presence in the room. Lamps like this often become part of the evening. They shine softly while the rest of the world grows calm. You might notice how the room feels different now. Rooms often feel quieter once the sun disappears. Walls seem to hold the stillness of the night, as if the whole room has taken a slow breath. Chair beneath you rests comfortably. Old wooden chairs sometimes creak softly when you move. A small, gentle sound that belongs to peaceful evenings. Outside the window, the street rests beneath the night sky. Street lights glow patiently along the road. Trees stand quietly beside the sidewalks, their branches moving softly in the breeze. The day the street feels ordinary. Knockers pass by, neighbors walk along the sidewalk, voices drift across the yards. But now the night has softened everything. The houses sit quietly beneath the sky, their windows dark, their curtains drawn gently across the glass. Inside those homes, people sleep comfortably. Rooms calm, blankets warm, dreams drifting quietly through the night. Sometimes when the world grows quiet like this, the mind keeps moving. Small thoughts begin appearing, perhaps something from earlier to die. A conversation that returns for a moment, or a small detail the mind notices again. Thoughts can feel a little louder at night when everything else becomes quiet, but tonight there is no need to chase those thoughts. They can simply pass by like clouds drifting slowly across the sky. The lamp beside you continues glowing, softly steady and patient. You might rest your eyes on the gentle light for a moment, watching the warm glow across the shade. Simple things like that help the mind slow down. A quiet room, a soft lamp, calm stillness of the evening. Outside, somewhere down the street, a car moves slowly beneath the trees. Its headlights glide quietly along the road. Then the sound fades away again, leaving the night just as peaceful as before. The breeze moves lightly through the branches. Leaves whisper softly together, their quiet sound drifting through the calm air. Small sounds like that belong to peaceful nights, not loud enough to disturb the quiet, just gentle reminders that the world continues moving slowly. You sit comfortably in the calm room, the lamp glowing beside youth. Town resting outside beneath the dark sky. Thoughts may still drift gently through the mind, but the night holds them softly, allowing them to pass without hurry. The room remains warm and still. The quiet air resting across the floor, the lamp glowing patiently beside the chair and beyond the windows.
Calm street continues settling beneath the steady streetlights waiting peacefully for the deeper quiet of the night to arrive. Your eyes drift slowly toward the window where the quiet street rests beneath the glow of the lamps. The glass reflects a little of the warm light behind. Yeah, but beyond it, the night stretches calmly across the town streetlights. Stand patiently along the road there, pale circles of light resting. On the pavement street, move slowly at this hour. Most of the daytime noise has already faded. Cars past earlier doors, closed voices drifted home for the evening. No. The road rests quietly beneath the trees. Houses along the street sleep peacefully there. Windows dark, their curtains pulled softly across the glass inside those homes. People rest comfortably. Rooms, calm blankets warmth. Breeze moves gently through the branches above. Leaves whisper softly together. Their quiet sound spreads across the empty sidewalk. Trees sway slowly beneath the streetlights. There, shadows stretching across the road. Shadows at night seem softer somehow. They drift quietly across the pavement, never rushing, never sharp, just resting wherever the light falls during the day. This street feels ordinary and unbores. Walking dogs along the sidewalk, children riding bicycles near the corner, cars stopping briefly beside the curb. Now the night has slowed everything down. Calm air rests across the neighborhood. A porch light glows beside one house, its warm bulb shining softly onto the wooden steps. There, light reflects faintly on the pavement and fades slowly into the darkness farther down the street. A single car appears, its headlights glowing beneath the trees. Vehicle moves slowly along the quiet road, not rushing, just passing through the calm evening. Tires whisper softly against the pavement, and the sound fades again, leaving the street. Just as peaceful as before. Small towns often feel like this after dark. Nothing demanding attention, thing asking the night to hurry. Mailboxes stand patiently beside the curb. Garden fences rest quietly in the yard. Trees hold the cool air in their branches. Breeze drifts softly along the sidewalk, again pushing a few fallen leaves across the pavement. They slide slowly along the ground and settle beside the curbed streetlights. Continue glowing patiently above the road. There, pale light steady and calm, each lamp watching over its small piece of the street. You might notice something comforting about quiet streets. Like this hour, they seem to hold the calm of the entire town. Sidewalks resting beside the houses, trees standing quietly through the night. Warm lights appearing here and there beside. A doorway. Familiar places often feel peaceful after dark. They change slowly, almost without anyone noticing. Same houses, same trees, same road stretching gently through the neighborhood. The town continues settling deeper into rest. Each home growing quieter, each window darkening. One by one, you watch the calm street for a few moments longer. The breeze moving softly through the branches. The street lights glowing patiently above the empty road. Slowly your thoughts begin drifting farther. Down the street, a ward, a small building near the edge of town where a quiet bakery now rests peacefully in the dark, waiting patiently for the ovens to glow again before sunrise. Your thoughts drift slowly toward the far end of the quiet street, where a small bakery sits near the corner of the building, rests calmly beneath the streetlight, its windows dark now. Its door closed for the night, the sign above the door glows. Faintly a soft yellow light, humming quietly in the still air. Bakery closed. Earlier in the evening, last customer stepped outside its door, closed gently behind the man. The quiet building settled into the night. During the day, the bakery carries the warm rhythm of the town people step inside for fresh bread. Simeon picks up a small box of pastry. Samin pauses for a quiet conversation near the counter. Smell of warm bread drifts softly through the doorway, but tonight the ovens are resting there. Shelves inside the shop sit quietly in the dark rows of trays. Wait. Patiently behind the counter fuller rests in large bowls in the kitchen wooden. Tables stand still beneath the quiet ceiling lights. In just a few hours, the baker will return long before most people in the town wacketh lights inside will glow again. Ovens will warm slowly now, will be shaped carefully by steady hands, but that moment is still far away. For now the bakery rests peacefully in the calm night. The breeze moves softly along the sidewalk, pushing a few dry leaves across the pavement. They slide quietly past the door and settle near the curved streetlight above the corner glows. Steadilight's pale light touching the window glass. Quiet parking space beside the building. Narrow alley resting behind the shop. The bakery has watched many mornings arrive, her soft sunrise light touching the windows. First customers stepping quietly through the door. Warm bread placed carefully into paper bags, but tonight the town sleeps. Ovens cool, counters stilled, shelves waiting patiently. For morning there is something comforting about places like this, buildings that quietly prepare for the next day while the world rests around them. The breeze drifts slowly through the street. Again trees whisper softly along the sidewalk. The quiet neighborhood stretches calmly in every direction. Houses sleeping beneath the dark sky. Streetlights glowing patiently along the road. The bakery remains still beneath its dim signets. Windows dark, its door closed. Peaceful night holding the building gently, and somewhere farther along the calm street a wooden porch waits. Beneath the warm light where a rocking chair rests quietly in the evening breezy hour. Thoughts wander slowly away from the quiet bakery, moving gently back along the peaceful street. Sidewalk stretches calmly beside the house, getting your attention toward familiar wooden porch. House rests quietly beneath the dark sky, its windows dark, its curtains drawn softly across the glass. But above the front door a porch light glows warmly. Its soft light spreads across the wooden boards, stouching the steps, the railing, and the quiet corners of the porches. Like this have watched many evenings pass during the day. Footsteps cross the boards. Neighbors stop beside the steps for small conversation spacks. Rest briefly near the door, but nighttime brings a different feeling to the porch. A calm stillness settles across the wood. Breeze moves softly through the yard. Trees nearby whisper gently in. The window rocking chair rests beside the railing, its curved runners touching the wooden floor. The chair faces outward toward the street as if it has spent many evenings watching the quiet. Neighborhood perps, someone sat there earlier tonight interesting. For a few peaceful minutes watching, the sky grow darker listening to the sounds of the town, slowing down porches, often become places for quiet conversations nares, sharing stories as the evening air cools. Street lights glowing one by one along the road. Earlier days' evenings sometimes lasted. Longer people stayed outside, just a little while more watching the calm streets together now. The porch waits quietly beneath the warm light. The rocking chair moves slightly from anyone sitting there only, the breeze passing gently across the boards. Motion is slow and steady back then. Forward old wooden chairs often carry the memory of quiet evenings. Porch light hums softly above the door, it's warm. Glow steady and patinta wind chime hangs near the doorway. The breeze touches it lightly, a soft note rings quietly through the earth and fades gently into the night. Small sounds like that belong to peaceful place, never loud, never hurry, just quiet. Moments drifting through the calm earth. Wooden boards beneath the chair show faint marks of time signs left by countless footsteps. Friends arriving for dinner, family returning home after long days tonight. The steps remain empty. The yard rests quietly beneath the tree's grass, bending softly in the breeze. A few fallen leaves rest near the walkway. The street beyond the porch glows beneath the lamp. Street lights shining gently across the pavement. Neighborhood continues settling into deeper rest houses. Quiet sidewalks, empty trees standing calmly beside the road. The breeze moves softly across the porch. Again the wind chime answers with another quiet note heavy. Rocking chair sways gently once more, then grows. Still again porches like this have listened to countless evening sunsets fading behind the rooftop streetlights. Glowing along the road, voices drifting softly through the yards. But tonight, the porch simply rests beneath the warm light, listening quietly as the evening wind moves through the trees. And somewhere beyond the quiet house, as a slow walk beneath the streetlights begins to feel inviting once again, you step quietly away from the wooden porch, leaving the warm light glowing softly behind you. Sidewalk stretches gently beneath the streetlights. Each lamp stands patiently above the road, its pale circle of light resting on the pavementure. Steps move slowly along the quiet path that hurried in it. Loud just the soft rhythm of walking through the night. The houses along the street rest peacefully there. Windows dark, their curtains drawn softly across the glass. Inside those homes, people sleep comfortably. Rooms, calm blankets warm. The street feels different. At this hour during the day, these sidewalks carry small pieces of life in neighbors, walking past the fences, children riding bicycles near the corner, dogs barking softly across the yards. But now the night has softened everything. The calm air rests across. The neighborhood trees stand quietly beside the sidewalk. Their branches, stretching above the road, leaves whisper gently in the breeze. Their quiet sound drifting through the still air. You pass beneath one of the streetlights. Your shadow stretches softly across the pavement, long and calm beneath the pale glow. Shadows at night seem gentle. Somehow they move slowly across the ground, never sharp, never hurry edges. resting wherever the light false breeze moves softly through the branches a gain trees sway. Quietly above the sidewalk, a few leaves drift slowly toward the ground and slides gently across the pavement and settles. Beside the curb, small moments like that belong to peaceful evening stinny movements. Passing through the night, the calm street continues. Stretching ahead, mailboxes, resting beside the curb, garden fences, lining the quiet yard's flowers, sleeping beneath the cool air a wind chime hangs. Beneath one porch roof the breeze touches it lightly, a soft tone drifts through the street and fades again. Into silence, the calm rhythm of your steps continues along the sidewalk, step slow and steady sometimes. Walking through a quiet place like this feels comforting thee. Mind begins to slow with the rhythm of the walk, streetlights glowing above. Trees whispering softly in the breezy houses resting quietly beneath the dark. Sky farther along the road, the houses begin to grow fewer, the street stretching gently toward the edge of town. Breeze moves softly across the empty road, your steps remain calm and steady, peaceful walk continuing beneath the quiet lampstand, somewhere beyond the final house far out across the dark. Country's a distant sound will soon travel softly through the night, the calm, steady rhythm of a train moving. Slowly along its path your slow walk carries you beyond the final houses of the town, where the quiet street gradually fades into open land. Sidewalks grow shorter herein, the streetlights stand farther apart, their pale glow stretching softly across the pavement. Air feels cooler away from the houses, the breeze moves freely. Across the field's tall grass bends gently beneath the wind. Places like this feel peaceful after dark. Town rests quietly behind you, but the open land stretches wide beneath the sky. Clouds drift slowly across the darkness above, small spaces between them reveal faint star sight. Pause beside the quiet road, listening to the calm wind moving through the fields, and where, beyond the tall grass hidden behind a thin line of tree stwall, narrow rails stretch across the country's railroad tracks. Resting quietly in the night, the metal rails catch a faint glow from the sky-long silver lines disappearing into the distance. The trains pass here most nights, but many people in the town never notice Sethi are already asleep when the train arrives. Breeze moves softly through the grass again, a gentle brushing sound spreading across the land. For a moment the night remains still, then very faintly a distant sound reaches the air, a low, steady rhythm drifting across the fields, soft at first, almost too quiet to notice, but slowly the sound grows clearer. Calm movement of wheels along the rail, somewhere far away a train travels quietly through the countryside. Its engine appears slowly beyond the trees, a small light glowing softly in the darkness. Beam stretches calmly along the tracks ahead, guiding the train along its path. Train moves slowly tonight, not rushing, not loud, just the steady work of steel wheels meeting steel rails. Car after car follows behind the engine, each one rocking gently as the train moves forward. Sound repeats in a calm rhythm, soft and patient. There is something comforting about that sound, perhaps because it returns every night, perhaps because it never hurries thee. Breeze carries the rhythm across the open fields. Tall grass, bending quietly beneath the wind train glides. Slowly past the trees its light, touching the branches for a moment, and slipping quietly into the darkness again somewhere. Back in the sleeping town, a few people might hear the distant rhythmot, waking complete lie just noticing the calm sound for a moment before. Drifting deeper into sleep, long line of train cars continues across the country's Adair. Movement steady and calm, the sound gradually begins to fade, the rhythm growing softer. With every passing moment, car by car, the train disappears into the distance until only the quiet wind remains. The railroad tracks return to their stillness, resting beneath the wide night sky, as if the train had only passed through a quiet dream. You remain beside the road for a moment longer, the breeze moving softly through the tall grass. Peaceful town resting somewhere behind you. Night feels wide and calm now, the sky drifting slowly above the silent fields, and somewhere back among the quiet house and small window still holds a warm light glowing softly through the curtain. Your thoughts drift slowly back toward the quiet town, leaving the open fields. Resting beneath the wide sky, road leads gently between the houses. Again streetlights glow softly along the familiar street there. Pale light resting quietly on the pavement. Neighborhood feels deeply peaceful almost. Windows are dark curtains drawn softly across the glass. Houses sleep quietly beneath the night sky inside. Those homes people rest comfortably, rooms, calm blankets, warm dreams. Drifting softly through the night, but farther down the street, small window still holds a gentle glow, a warm lamp shining quietly behind the curtains. Light spills softly onto the porch, steps touching the wooden boards. Railing beside the door, the small garden resting near the walkway. Warm light like that always feels welcoming, not bright, not sharp, just the quiet glow of a peaceful room inside a might. Imagine the room beyond that window, a comfortable chair resting beside the lamp, a small table holding a book or a cup. The calm air of the room filled with soft light. Perhaps someone sits quietly there, not is it not hurry, just enjoying the final calm minutes before sleep. Many people like to sit quietly at night after the busy part of the day has ended, when the house grows calm, when the world outside becomes still. These small quiet moments feel gentle. Lamp hums softly beside the chair, its warm glow steady and patient. Somewhere inside the house a clock ticks, quietly marking the slow passing of timid tick, then another quiet tick, each moment drifting softly through the night. Outside, the breeze moves gently through the trees, leaves whisper softly beneath the streetlights. Their calm sound spreading through the yard, touching the quiet house, touching the glowing window. Curtain shifts slightly in the breeze, then settles again inside the room. The warm lamp continues glowing. Perhaps the person in the chair turns a page of their book. Soft sound of paper moving gentlier. Perhaps the book rests quietly in their lap while the mind wanders through calm thoughts and meetings. The mind remembers small things at night, a quiet conversation, a walk through a familiar place, a moment that returns softly without warning. But tonight those thoughts do not need to stay thee. can pass gently through the mind-like clouds drifting across the sky. The warm lamp continues glowing quietly in the room, but it will not remain forever soon. The chair will slide softly away from the table. Book will closet lamp will be switched to fan. The house will settle into darkness like the rest of the town. For now, the gentle light remains a small, calm glow in the quiet street. Breeze moves softly through the branches over heat leaves, rustling gently against the night. Sky street lights continue shining patiently along the road sidewalks, empty houses. Peaceful and still, the quiet window glows for a few moments, longer than somewhere. Inside the house, the lamp will soon fatten. The town will rest even deeper beneath the calm night, while slow clouds begin gathering above the rooftops, preparing to bring the soft sound of rain across the sleeping streets. The quiet street rests beneath the glow of the streetlights. The last warm window now faded softly behind the curtain above the rooftops. The sky begins to change. Clouds drift slowly across the night, soft gray shapes moving gently above the sleeping town. Breeze grows cooler now. It brushes lightly through the branches of the trees, their leaves rustling quietly beneath the growing clouds. Sometimes calm nights begin exactly like this, sky gathering rain without hurry, the town growing quieter with each passing moment. Street lights continue glowing along the empty road, their pale light resting across the pavement. Most houses remain dark curtains, closed porches, quiet rooms filled with peaceful sleeping. Then very softly, first drop of rain falls. A tiny drop touches the sidewalk, a quiet tap against the pavement, then another follows. Another small raindrops begin landing across the street, touching rooftops, touching trees, dousing the quiet lawns beside the house. As the rain begins slowly tonight, not heavy, not hurry, just a calm, steady rhythm forming. In the night air, you pause beneath a tall tree beside the sidewalk. Its leaves catch the rain, first tiny drops tapping softly against the branches. Sound spreads gently through the laves, a quiet whisper drifting across the calm street. Pavement begins to shine beneath the streetlights. More reflections appear where the rain touches the ground. Each drop creates a tiny ripple in the shallow puddles. Breeze moves softly through the branches, again shaking loose a few drops from the leaves. They fall quietly onto the grass below. Somewhere nearby, water gathers along the edge of the curb, a thin stream forming, slowly moving gently down the quiet road. Rain continues falling across the town, touching every rooftop, tapping softly against window, sliding down porch railings. Each house receives the same calm sound tonight, gentle whisper of falling rain inside those homes. People sleep peacefully, the steady rhythm of the rain surrounding their room, soft and comforting. Many people sleep especially well on nights like this, quiet sound wrapping around the house like a calm lullaby drifting through the earth trees along the street. Welcome the rain, their leaves glistening beneath the streetlights. Gardens drink quietly from the sky flowers, resting peacefully beneath the cool drops. The sidewalk grows darker as the rain spreads. Slowly, small puddles forming beside the curb, reflecting the warm glow of the lamps. Above the breeze carries the rain gently across the street leaves, shimmer beneath. The falling drops branches sway softly, and the wind, the calm rhythm of the rain, spreads across the town, touching rooftops, touching quiet yards, touching empty sidewalks. Whole neighborhood grows quieter, still streetlights glowing softly above the wet. Pavement trees standing patiently in the gentle rain houses, resting deeply beneath the dark sky, and little by little the steady rain settles across the town, letting the calm night grow deeper and softer with every passing moment. Rain continues, falling softly across the quiet town, steady and gentle. Against the rooftops, the sidewalks shine beneath the streetlight's fire. Pale reflections stretching calmly across the wet pavement. The town feels quieter now than it did before, and often softens the night. Like fizz, it smooths the edges of every sound. It slows the rhythm of the evening. Breeze moves gently through the branches of the tree. Small drops fall from the leaves onto the grass below. Houses along the street rest peacefully, their windows dark, their curtains drawn softly across the glass. Inside those homes, people sleep comfortably. Rooms, calm blankets warm. The steady rhythm of the rain touches every rooftop, a quiet whisper spreading through the neighborhood. You move slowly along the peaceful street. Your steps soft against the damp pavement. Streetlights glow patiently above the road. There, warm light shining through the falling rain. Small drops drift past the lamps, glimmering briefly before touching the ground. You pass another quiet house beside the sidewalk. A porch light still glows softly above the door. Its warm bulb shining through the rain. Light reflects gently in the puddles below. Then suddenly the bulb flickers. Once seen, softly fades into darkness. Another small corner of the town has settled into sleep. You continue walking slowly through the calm street, the rain tapping gently against the leaves above. Somewhere nearby, water drips from the edge of a roof. Phone drop falls, then another. Quiet sound repeats in the still air. Small sounds become clearer when the town grows this calm. The breeze moves softly through the branches. Again, leaves rustling quietly above the road. Their shadows shifting beneath the streetlights. Farther along the street, another house rests quietly in the dark. Its windows still, its porch empty. The yard rests beneath the falling rain. Grass bending gently beneath the drops. The town now feels almost completely still. No cars pass along the road. No doors open. No voices drift through the night errantly. The gentle rain continues falling, touching every street, every yard, every quiet rooftop. You look upward toward the sky. Clouds stretch softly across the darkness, their shapes drifting slowly above the sleeping town. Somewhere beyond those clouds, the moon waits quietly, hidden for no, but still shining above the night. The rain begins growing lighter, steady rhythm slowing gently, as if the storm itself is growing to red. Breeze softens through the trees' branches, settling calmly against the sky. Street lights continue glowing patiently along the empty road. Their reflections resting peacefully across the wet pavement. Town feels deeply peaceful now. Every house resting, every street quiet, very tree standing softly in the rain. Calm night spreads across the neighborhood, holding The silence of sleeping home sand, somewhere beyond the rooftops, the clouds slowly begin drifting apart, again making space for the first quiet light of morning. Waiting beyond the horizon's rain has grown softer now, barely more than a quiet whisper across the town's drops, slides slowly from the rooftops, fall gently toward the ground below the sidewalks, shine beneath the streetlights, their reflections stretching calmly across the wet pavement. Town rests deeply in the final quiet hours of the night. Every house remains still, windows, dark curtains drawn softly across the glass inside those homes. People sleep peacefully, rooms calm, blankets warm. The breeze moves slowly through the trees beside the road, their branches glistening from the rain. A few drops fall quietly from the leaves stouching the grass. Below, the night feels peaceful now, as if everything has finally settled. Clouds above begin drifting slowly across the sky, their gray shapes growing thinner as they move. Somewhere beyond them, the moon waits patiently, its soft glow hidden behind the fading clouds. Streetlights continue glowing quietly along the road. Soon they will switch off when morning arrives, but not yet. For now they continue watching over the quiet town. Air feels cool and fresh after the rain. Clean and calm water trickles softly along the curb beside the road, a thin stream moving gently toward the lower end of the street. The breeze moves again through the branches, leaves rustle quietly in the calm air. The town remains deeply asleep, bedrooms, quiet dreams drifting slowly through resting minds. Even the houses seem to breathe softly, their walls holding the calm of the night. Far away beyond the rooftops, a faint pale glow begins appearing along the horizon, at bright, yet just a gentle hint that morning is waiting beyond the hill. Soon the sky will grow lighter, soon the town will wake slow. Kitchen lights will glow again, doors will open onto quiet porches. The small routines of the day will begin once more, but none of that needs to happen. Yet the night still holds the town gently. Rain has almost stopped now, only an occasional drop falls from the branches above. Clouds drift calmly across the sky. Peaceful streets rest beneath the fading darkness. You pause for a quiet moment beside the empty road, listening to the calm silence surrounding the town. Streetlights glow softly one last time, sidewalks empty and still, trees standing quietly beside the house of everything feels slow, calm, peaceful. And somewhere between one quiet moment and the next, the gentle comfort of sleep begins settling softly around youth. Quiet town continues, resting beneath the fading night, while tomorrow morning waits patiently beyond the calm horizon.